What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is our weekly swing watch list for the week of February 13th. I send these weekly videos out for you guys every week. I send out daily setups for you guys every day, so make sure you guys are checking out those as well. If you're new to this channel, guys, then welcome. We are about to change the way that you guys trade using this strategy. It's what I use every day to trade. It's what a lot of traders are using to trade every single day. There's no indicators. We're strictly using what the candlesticks are telling us to do. If you're brand new to this, make sure you subscribe and go check out my other videos that I've got for you guys. There's a beginner's learning tool playlist. There's another learning tools playlist. There's a different playlist on the different setups that we have and how to use those. There's review videos. I've got over 350 videos on this channel to help you guys learn this strategy and become better, more consistent traders and having an easier time doing it without having to decipher where to draw cup and handles or bear flags or bull flags or find where the EMA lines cross and then decide if you're jumping in or not. This is a much easier way to do it. We'll go through it. We'll explain it. The other videos explain it as well. Before we get started, let's go through a few things. This screen, if you're new to trading, this screen is something you're going to need. This is TradingView. So if you guys want to try it out, down below I've got a free 30-day trial. There's a link down there. Go click on it. Get your free 30-day trial to TradingView, to their subscription services. And then if you decide to use it, you'll get up to $30 off of that subscription. So make sure you take advantage of that. I'm on Twitter as well, at Mr. Clark Griswold. You can follow me there. You can ask questions there. I'm always here to help you guys out. You can do the same thing down below. Click the thumbs up, leave a comment, leave a question. If you want to see something from me, let me know down below, or you can do it in the Discord. I have a trading Discord. It's free to join. That link is in the description below, and everything that I offer you guys, whether it's free or fee-based, can be found in that Discord. So there is a portion of it that's a paid membership, and it gets you a 1-hour course on how to trade this strategy that I've created for you guys. I didn't create the strategy, but I created the 1-hour course talking about how to use this strategy. There's one-on-one time with me, so you guys can book one-on-one time, and I will help you personally go through whatever issues you're having with this strategy or in trading. There's live trading bots. The indicator is included with the membership, which is basically this time frame continuity, the candlestick numbers, all the Strat indicators wrapped into one for your convenience. The inside bars, the outside bars, painted a different color. Sarah Strat Sniper's 50% rule, indicating the 50% of the bar is also part of this indicator. So make sure you're taking advantage of that as well. $50 a month, or you buy 2 months, you get 1 month free, and it comes with all that good stuff that I just explained. Live trading bots as well. They send the trades directly to you on the Discord, so you don't have to go searching for them on tickers like QQQ, SPY, NEO, Apple, Tesla, CCL is on there. There's a bunch of other ones. But that's all included with the membership. It's a really great value for the money that you're paying. So make sure you guys are checking that out. Join the Discord regardless. I always put on sessions in there for just the people who are in the Discord as well. I'm usually in there once a day around noon Eastern, just to answer you guys' questions. So make sure you guys are joining up there as well. But let's get on to this list. The other thing I do want to mention, I have created a book. I have a couple of the members in the Discord reading through that book, the draft of it anyways, just to see if there's anything that they believe needs changed. But I do have a book on trading psychology coming out to help you guys out with your emotions and how that stuff kind of overcomes you and how to kind of rein it in and become a more calm trader, if you will. So let's get started. We're going to go through American Airlines. So American Airlines on the week has a 2-up that finished red. And we also are trading at the top of a broadening formation. So if I zoom out, you can see we've drawn the higher highs and the higher highs, and we've tagged that now. And we're looking to, trend based on what a broadening formation does and says. We're looking to trend back down. So we've had the lows, we've had the highs, and we've had the lows and the highs, back to the lows, and we've come back up to these highs. So we're going to look for a retracement. Does it happen next week or this week that we're looking at? Maybe, but we do have that confirmation where we have the 2-up, finished red. Does the color matter that it's red? No. We can have a reversal off of a 2-up that's green as well, but when it finishes red, that just gives you a little bit more probability that we have the potential to trend back down. So we are going to look for puts on this at $16.14, and our first targets, guys, are always, I'm just going to put the markers on here so you can see them. I'm going to take them off after because I don't leave them on my weekly, but that first tick to the bottom, the wick to the bottom, that's your first target, and then that's your second target. Okay, so that's how you mark out your targets. Same thing as you would on a daily chart, or if you were marking triggers and targets on a 15. Next up is Apple. So Apple has the inside bar, and I always tell you guys, I love the inside bar, and if you're struggling with trading or you're new to trading, I always tell you to concentrate on the inside bar. OG will tell you the same thing. OG Trades will tell you the same thing, the inside bars, because you can take the break to the high or the low, and they're really easy to spot. So what an inside bar is, it's a consolidating candle. So the two pink lines represent the high and the low of this candle. And you notice it doesn't break the high, and it doesn't break the low of the previous candle. It stays within the range of the previous candle. It's a consolidating candle, so it's a tightening range. And when we get those, what we're looking for is big breaks like you see here to the downside. This one we didn't have as much. If we go back in time, this one, we had a really, really big break to the downside. That's what we look for off of those inside bars. And does it always happen? No, but probability tells us that it should happen. But if it doesn't, that's where we get into risk management. And you can go check any of my review videos. I show you guys how to manage your trades and manage them on a smaller time frame. But that is, the best traders are the traders who manage their risk the best. And that's what makes a really, really good trader. And most traders who are successful will tell you that same thing. If you're good at managing risk, you will be a successful trader, because it doesn't matter the strategy. It doesn't matter the trade. Everything's probability based. Anybody can click a buy button and be right 50% of the time. But it's if you're wrong. If you buy that trade, if you buy that option or that buy the common shares and it goes against you, well, that's when your risk management comes in. And how good are you at managing your risk will determine how much of your money you keep when you're in a losing trade. Okay, so that's, again, part of trading psychology, and that's kind of why I put the book together for you guys. It'll be coming out really soon, so I would assume by the end of February I will have it out to you guys. So Apple, again, inside bar, we're looking for that big break. So we can look for calls at 155.23. The numbers I'm calling out are on the right-hand side here. These pink lines, 155.23, or puts at 149.22. We also have we're looking for a 2 up on the day. That's what this yellow line represents. That's what this little blue flag represents over here. It tells me I'm on a daily chart as well. There's a daily setup, and I've got the 2 targets marked out. So if we trigger on the day and hit the first, looks like 3 targets, then we're triggering the week to the upside, okay? So that's Apple. There's a bunch of them that have setups on the daily and the weekly. So we look at Adobe, same thing. Inside bar, we can look for those calls at 387.28, first target up here, or puts at 367.08, first target to the bottom right here. We are 2 up on the quarterly. That's what that purple line represents. So we are 2 up on the 3-month chart already. AMD also with that inside bar. So again, we're looking for the same thing. We're looking for that big break. And this triggered and hit targets. It wasn't a big break, but it did exactly what it said it was going to do. It said it was going to hit triggers, and it said it was going to, if we triggered above, we were going to hit this target, and that's what it did. And most times that story is true. It doesn't always work, but again, that comes to the risk management. When it doesn't work, how are you guys handling it? So inside bar on AMD, we can look for calls at $88, $88 trigger price. So I'd be looking at an 89 strike or a 90 strike for this weekly play. To the upside, and to the downside, you're looking at puts at 80.47. So my strike would be $80, $79.50, $79. We will move on to BA, that's Boeing. So Boeing has a 2 down that finished green. So we're going to look for this to trend back to the upside. That pink line right there, that is our trigger at 215.77. We have an inside bar on the daily. So if we trigger to the upside and break through that first target, we are likely breaking the trigger on the weekly as well. So that's on Boeing. We're going to look for a 2-2 reversal back to the upside. Full time frame continuity. This is really important, guys. A lot of people don't know about this. A lot of people don't talk about it. But we're supposed to, or you should be trading with time frame continuity. Now on a daily trade, I only look for the hourly and the daily. But when we're looking for a swing trade, we want the week. We want these 2 green. We want this third one green, the week. And the month also really helps with that as well. So I wouldn't say you need the month, but it's definitely your benefit to have that month trending in the same direction as well. BIDU 2 up red, so we're going to call that a failed 2, and it's a shooter candle, meaning we have this body here, and this wick is more than 2 times the size of the body. So that's a shooter candle. It's an actionable signal. The hammer candle is the opposite, like you would see here, and the inside bar is also an actionable signal. So those are things that we look for when we're trading the Strat. This is a very bearish pattern due to the fact that it's a shooter candle. It's also red. We have the week and the month that are also red. So we're going to look for puts at 137.54, and our first target just becomes, again, the bottom of the preceding wick. That's BIDU. CAT. So CAT has an inside bar as well. We can look for calls at 252.14 or puts at 244.16 on CAT. CCL 2 up, finished red. That looks like it is pretty close to a shooter candle. Puts at $11.01. That's our trigger price. Your strike price, you can look at $11 or $10.50, something in that range. And when you're looking at your expiry date, guys, I would get at least 2 weeks out. I wouldn't get the Friday expiry. I would get 2 weeks out. And that's not just for CCL. That's for anything that you're looking to swing trade. At least 2 weeks out. So Chewy, another one of those inside bars. We also have the break to the upside on the daily. That's what that yellow line represents. So calls at 49.65, puts at 44.06. CL, that's Colgate Palmolive, inside bar as well. That's a double inside bar. Okay, so 2 straight days of consolidation. These tend to do really, really well. They're very rare. They do not happen very often. So the last time we had double inside bars on a weekly, if we scan back, and these blue lines are part of the indicator that I've created for you guys, part of this script that I've created for you guys, as are the gold lines that give me the 3-1 setups. So we have to go back to November of 2018, the last time we had a double inside bar. And did it do what it said it was going to do? It went outside bar, but we triggered, and you can see we came up. We hit targets all the way up, did what it said it was going to do, but then it ended up coming back down to go outside bar on us. But again, if it triggered and hit targets, you should have your stop losses in place based off of that. And again, if you don't know how to do that, go check out the review videos. They will explain everything to you so you know actually how to manage your trades. So double inside bar off of Colgate Palmolive. We'll look for calls at 74.41, puts at 72.71 on that. CRM also with the inside bar. We can call that a shooter candle. We'll look for calls at 175.38, puts at 165.33. CVX, inside bar as well. A lot of inside bars on the weekly charts here. CVX inside bar, calls at 174.39, puts at 167.37. We move on to Datadog, also with the inside bar, close to a shooter candle, but not quite. Puts at 75.54, calls at 85.38. We'll see how we run with time frame continuity here on the week. Datadog to DIA with an inside bar as well on the diamonds. That's a Dow Industrial ETF. So inside bar, calls 342.56, puts 335.95, and we are also inside bar on the month still. We're looking to break out of that. So are we going, if we go 2 up on the week, we're going 2 up on the month for the Dow Jones Industrial. And it looks like, are we going to tag the top of that broadening formation, or are we coming back down to the bottom? And obviously that's not going to happen next week, but we'll see how that plays out on the diamonds. We move on to DraftKings. DKNG 2 up, finished red. So we'll look for the puts on DraftKings here. Top of a broadening formation. You can see I drew that for you guys. Lows to the highs, back to the lows, back to the highs. We'll see how that works out for us. Puts at $15.56 on DKNG. DocuSign with the inside bar. Again, you guys know how these work. We'll look for calls at 66.85, puts at $60.07. EW is Edwards Life Sciences, 3-1 setup. Outside bar, inside bar. We look for calls at 81.07, puts at 76.80. This, again, also is a rare pattern. These 3-1s don't happen. You can go back in time, look for the gold indicator, or the gold highlights, part of the Strat indicator that I created. And this is what we look for off of those guys. The trigger off of this inside bar, shooter candle, and we hit targets, and we hit targets, and we hit targets. And then even on the following week, we hit another target. So that's the kind of setup that we look for on these plays. So they have potential to be really, really powerful setups. So that's what we look for. That one's on EW with the 3-1 setup. GE, General Electric, also with the inside bar. So again, you know how to play these. Triggers marked out for you guys. 82.63 calls, $80.40 on the puts. IBM. The other thing I will mention, I give top fives out to the Griswold Gold members as well. That's the paid membership group in the Discord. So out of these plays, I will give them the 5 that I think will do the best. So it's just another added bonus that those guys get. They also get ad-free YouTube videos. Speaking of which, if those ads roll through, guys, pop up, please let them roll through. I do put these videos out for you guys for free, so that helps compensating me for doing this for you guys. So thank you very much in advance for letting them roll through. Inside bar on IBM. Calls 136.74, puts 133.34 on IBM. IWM, inside bar. So again, we're looking for a 2-up on the day as well. I know that because the yellow line is here. My targets are up top. Calls at 196.38 on the inside bar, or puts at 188.53. Lowe's, construction company, Lowe's Company Inc., inside bar. Calls 216.84, puts 206.33. Good magnitude, meaning good room to move from like 206 all the way down to 201, or 216.84 all the way up to 223.40. Good magnitude on Lowe's. That's a good inside bar setup. Meta, the metaverse, Facebook, inside bar. Calls can be taken with a trigger price of 193.78, or puts at 173.35 on Meta. MS, Morgan Stanley, inside bar. There are a ton of these IBs on the weekly charts. We've got nice time frame continuity to the upside, so we can look for calls 99.94, puts at 97.56. We are looking to go 2-up on the day as well on that Morgan Stanley setup. You can check out that daily chart as well, or the daily video. That is out already. Micron Technologies, that's MU. MU with the inside bar. So puts possible at 59.24. You can look for calls at 62.39 strike. Pfizer, PFE, well, is it going to continue its downtrend? Time frame continuity tells us there are sellers right across the board, so we can look for those puts at 43.26. This orange line, that's for us to go 2 down on the year. Okay, so that's where we're looking for Pfizer to go. It hasn't quite tagged it yet. This was the October lows. So we're looking for it to go 2 down on the year. We're also looking for it to go 2 down on the month right here. So this is potentially a big play. We can trigger the daily, trigger the weekly, trigger the monthly, and then trigger the yearly next week. Can Pfizer and will Pfizer go 2 down on the year? Palantir, inside bar, puts at $7.46, calls at $8.57. We look at Peloton, PTON, inside bar on Peloton, puts at 13.82, calls at 16.37 on Peloton. We move to the Qs, QQQ, inside bar. That's really close to a shooter candle, puts at 297.25. Top of a broadening formation, calls at 311.03. So again, higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, lower lows. We broke right through, but lower lows again here. So are we going to trend back down and tag this 273 mark on the Qs? RIVN, it's Rivian Automotive, inside bar there. Full time frame to the downside currently. So we can look for puts at 18.55 or calls at 20.89. See how that one plays out for us. Starbucks, 3-1 setup, outside bar, inside bar. So the last time we had this setup on Starbucks was, we have to go back to 22 March, and we had a really nice run up. Hit a couple targets. That was a nice run off of that 3-1. Powerful setup, rare setup. You can look for Starbucks next week to hopefully perform. Calls at 107.38, puts at 103.30. We'll see if we can come back and tag the top of that broadening formation on Starbucks. We move on to SPY. SPY, same thing, inside bar. So again, calls, we're looking at 416.49. Puts at 405.01. It'll be interesting to see which way SPY goes next week. Inside bar on target as well. So those are marked out for you. We've gone 2 up on the quarterly. That's that purple line. You can see we've ticked up above. So we are 2 up on the 3-month chart on target already. And Walmart, WMT, 2 down green, close to a hammer candle. We've got really nice time frame continuity. We're looking to go 2 up on the month here. So calls at 143.94 on Walmart. Guys, again, if you like this stuff, make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell so you get the notifications when the videos come out. Give me a thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. I wish you nothing but the best this trading week. Good luck. I hope you're green. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Get in on the Discord and take advantage of the free TradingView offer if you've never used TradingView before, okay? All the links are in the description below, and we will see you guys all on the next one. And go Chiefs for the Super Bowl. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.